Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Walker in at the small forward position. Now here's Paul over Simmons. Paul with a bucket.
Anytime CP3 gets inside the three-point line, or especially inside the top of the key, he's an immediate threat.
Johnson against Paul. Sumner. Three-pointer, no good. Here's Walker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And so he makes both from the line.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
To the right side. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sumner. Doesn't go that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Yeah, I saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there. This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Here's Ayton. Shot from the low post is good.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
On the wing, Finney-Smith. Back to Sumner. Pass to Johnson. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Now here's Walker. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit. The shot won't fall. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Pass to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
Outside Paul. Booker, the pass to Durant. And here's Walker, covered by Johnson. Nice shot by Walker.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Back to Sumner. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. A little mid-range shot is up. The Suns clear it.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Walker passes to Paul. From the high post. Goes back up. Here's Ayton. Oh, Simmons with the block.
Oh, what a swat by Simmons. Using his size and reach to bat away the shot.
Brooklyn trailing. Inside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now. Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Ayton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
We've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers. So a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Some changes for Brooklyn. And And the Nets shooting only 27% for today's game. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Edmund Sumner is out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Cameron Johnson, and it's Bridges in at the small forward. So that's the Nets 5.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
LeVert finds Johnson. LeVert goes against Booker. Here's Johnson. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Now here's Walker. Puts up a 3. The shot that time not on target. And Brooklyn going the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Pass to Booker. Outside Walker. Now Durant. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. Next ball.
The Nets have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Pistons had a huge game. He ended up with 26 points and was dialed in, looking good from deep and from the line. And he stuffed the stat sheet, doing a little of everything. Can he do it again? We'll see. Back to you.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
The shot by LeVert, no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's Walker. He's got 6. Booker for 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You can count on Booker for some 3-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to, but still dangerous.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. The Suns beat them last time when these two met in Phoenix.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
Simmons has checked in for LeVert. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Pass to Paul. Bridges against Booker. Durant for 3. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Durant's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Bridges outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Sumner. Soft touch off the glass. Sumner's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Well, he passes to the wide-open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
And with a drive like that, you have to ignore the scoreboard and just appreciate the energy he's still playing with.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
For Brooklyn, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
simple. I mean, this is the NBA. The defense needs to be much better.
He doesn't slam it often, but the D can't take him lightly, or he will.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Count it. Walker's got 8 points.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
The Nets have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Outside Johnson. Three-pointer off the mark. The Suns have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Sumner. He's guarded by Paul. The shot by Sumner, no good. Phoenix has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Outside Paul. Over Johnson. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Bridges. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Bridges has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Back to Paul. Outside Booker. Pass to Aiden. Aiden gets a double team. Booker for 3. Drops in the 3. Booker's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. And every team has them. Those games where you just don't have it. Why does that happen, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think, first of all, 82 games. It's a grind of the season. You factor in traveling, injuries, players out for different reasons. You're going to have moments like this where it just doesn't happen. You know what you do? You learn from it, you move on, and you get ready for the next night.
And the Suns making a change here. Warren's checked in for Durant. Devin Booker, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Suns, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. We'll be back in a moment.
Some noise for
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Walker in at the 3 slot.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one. Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert. You know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
And here are the Suns now. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. And that'll be the 4th game of this 5-game road trip. Booker, the pass to Walker. There's the triple. The rebound by Simmons. Simmons has got 4 rebounds in the game. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit. But, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
First free throw is good.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Paul. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Pass to Sumner. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Can't cash in the 10-footer.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Bridges. They get the rebound.
Adding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Back to Paul. Brooklyn with the board. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Sumner. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. From deep, Johnson. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. And the Nets with possession here, following the score by Phoenix.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. And let's take another look at that exceptional drive, thanks to Mobile One.
And you know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Here's Sumner, and stolen by Paul.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Ayton. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Bridges outside. Johnson inside. Booker defending. The shot by Johnson, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And Walker gets it to go on the assist from Booker. Booker's got 5 assists in the game. Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One. Here's Sumner. Outside Johnson. Back to Finney-Smith. Shoots over Durant. And too long on the shot.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Now here's Bridges. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. To the inside, Simmons. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
With a tantalizing combination of size and skill, Ben Simmons has to be a headache to guard.
No good on the free throw.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very
big decisions by the Nets front office, difficult to deal with as players.
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
And Grant, you played on a Suns team whose training staff was renowned. Is that still a differentiator between teams, or has everybody caught up and on the same level now?
You know, B.A., I think everyone's caught up. You know, 15 years ago, the Suns training staff was ahead of their time. But now teams are all much more sophisticated. They understand injury prevention, rest, recovery, really aiding the players, and I think adding years for players on the back end of their careers.
We've got Mikal Bridges. Ben Simmons is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Edmund Sumner, and it's Thomas in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Right side, Walker. Here's Shamet. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Brooklyn making some changes. Sharp, he's checked in for Simmons. Watanabe comes in for Finney-Smith. And Duke subbed in for Thomas. Here's Sharp. Pass to Sumner. Here's Sharp. Here's Watanabe. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Duke. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Ross for 3. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Well, you can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Here's Walker.
Oh, man.
Oh! And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Showing absolutely no. Mercy. Wow.
Look at his teammates. They're loving it. They're letting him know.
If you're the other team, you got to take that personally. Don't let them get the best of you.
Hey, we've heard a lot of coaches say, including Warriors coach Steve Kerr, about load management. If you want to see the Stars play more often, cut the schedule back. Maybe 72 games. Grant, your thoughts?
You know, B.A., this is a problem and a concern, I think, for the league. You go back 20, 30 years ago, Stars played every night when available. Now you're not seeing that with the workload and the back-to-back and the concern with players and their safety and the amounts of money they make over their contracts. 72 games is a possibility, but I prefer to keep it at 82. Maybe I'm just a traditionalist.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better.
Well, if the defense is going to give Bridges a lot of looks like this, he's got to continue to knock him down.
Now here's Ross. Walker finds Ross. Now Walker from deep three-point range. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Here's Bridges. Pass to Watanabe. Bridges with it. Walker covering. Here's Watanabe. Out to Bridges. Sumner on the wing. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a must.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight of converting on those chances.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Bridges. And a change for the Suns. Lee, he's checked in for Ross. Left side Walker. Another three for Phoenix.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now this second half, and he looks hungry for more.
Pass to Watanabe. Here's Sumner. We saw one major rule change in the NBA last year. When a shooter intentionally initiates contact with a defender, it's a no call. You like it?
Yeah, I do like that. I mean, there should be no reason for a shooter to be the one with a defender on him, to be the one putting his body on the line. That's the defender's job. So the rule makes a lot of sense, BA.
Now here's Walker. There's the 3. And the Suns get another 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
O'Neal on the wing. Pass to Duke. Here's Sharp. Walker covering. Sharp, no good. Well, the Suns shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Outside Walker. Here's Lee.
Fourth quarter.
Outside Walker. Here's Okogie. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn will come the other way. 1:44 left in the fourth. Pass to Sumner.
Phoenix foul. Walker. His 3rd personal foul. Team's 5th foul. At the line, Edmund Sumner.
The first free throw is good.
Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways, but giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. In BA, I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others. I love that about the league, the players, the coaches, everyone involved using this gift to make a change and a positive impact throughout the world.
Curry, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Suns.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And looking at their record now, tonight's win gives them 45 on the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for money.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Here's Curry, following the score by Phoenix. Watanabe on the wing. Pass to O'Neal. Fires the 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Walker. Here's Lee. From 7. Tries again. And it's laid up and in by Walker. Walker's got 31.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long, everybody.